Hello and welcome everyone. Here we are back for some more modern action. Today we are playing this fun Sultai Sultai Midrange deck. Anthony has dubbed it Sultai. I believe he's told me why before, but I don't remember why. But I like the name. I think it fits. Excuse me. Anyway, the idea of the deck here is, of course, we are a Murktide Regent and Ledger Shredder deck. We got some Considers, some Fatal Pushes, some Inquisitions, some Thoughtseizes, some Tarmogoyfs, two Snappies, some Counterspells, some Forces, a Brazen Borrower, some Grists, and Assassin Trophies here. Cyber pretty straightforward. 2 Brutalities, 2 Ashiok, 2 Unmoored Ego, 2 Inherent Explosives, 2 Inherent Spellbombs, 1 Damnation, 2 Obstinate Bailoff, and 2 Mystic Dispute. That rounds out our main deck and our side deck. 22 lands, a little low, but then again, we only really care about these 2 spots. Most are 3 drops. Brazen Borrower is going to usually be Petty Theft first. Force is usually going to be cast by pitching a blue card. And then, of course, Grist. Well, Grist is good. It's not as important of a card to play. I honestly think we should probably play him Lilianas or something, but I think Grist is okay. And then Murktide, of course, is generally going to be a 2 cost. So the only card in our deck that's honestly always a 3 cost is Grist. So I think 22 lands is fine. Between Consider and Ledger Shredder, we should see a lot of cards. And yeah, that's overall my thoughts on the deck. I hope you guys enjoy the video. Let me know what you guys think of the deck in the comment section below. Before we get too much farther, guys, don't forget, support the channel. There's a couple good ways to do it. Number 1, Mana Traders. Check out the referral link in the description below, and you guys can get started playing your own MTGO account, just like this one. And then we have Patreon. For as little as $1 a month, you guys can get your deck play on the channel. $5 a month, you get 1 deck in any format. And then, of course, for $10 a month, you get 2 decks in any format you'd like. So, yeah. And then, of course, YouTube. That's where you guys are watching this video right now. Like, comment, subscribe, share. All those things help me out a ton. It takes you guys just a second to do so. And, of course, I love the comments. I love interacting with you guys in the comment section below. And, of course, when you guys subscribe to the channel and you guys hit that bell notification, helps you guys out because you get notified whenever I post a new video. So, with that being said, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Let's get into it. Let's see how it goes. Alright, we're on the play. We're going to keep, or the draw, rather. We're going to keep this hand. Going to lead Inquisition. Ooh, Vile. 0. What? Dryad Arbor? Okay. Ooh, those full art lands are awesome. Alright, we're taking Merfolk thingy. I'm going to fetch. Alright. Obviously, that's what we like to see. They have nothing in their hand, so they're not doing anything there. Namo. Oh, let's go ahead and end step and do it. Yeah, bin the land. It's kind of a dead card. As much as I hate to say it, I don't think there's any point in Thoughtseizing at this point. They can play every card in their deck, and if they have another removal spell, well, I guess figure how many. you figure how many Spreading Seas or how many Dismembers they could be playing in their deck. Okay, Mutavault. So this first game is going to be ours pretty easily here. Yeah, we'll just take a look, see what they're working with. They're casting a... Okay. Okay. So, let's just kill the Lord now. Because otherwise they would have a lethal amount of damage coming our way. Honestly, I'll be honest, that's a lot more basics than I really expected them to be playing. I guess if they are mono blue... Interesting choice. Yep, Tarmogoyf. Okay. So you have to have another Lord of Atlantis or another Island Walk Lord to kill me? And they don't get it? Okay. Alright, so explosives, yes. Damnation, yes. Honestly, forces out. Brutality, maybe. Baloth, maybe. I think Thoughtseize is not a good card in this matchup. I think one Brutality is probably good enough. It is a little awkward giving ourselves a bit of higher curve, but we're still mostly ones and twos. Oh, I forgot I'm playing counterspells. Alright, I don't think this hand's amazing, but I'm going to keep it anyway. Tide Shaper. Interesting they're just playing that naked like that. Okay. Cavern. That's frustrating, but there's not much we can do about that one. I'm just going to take one here and pass, because I don't want them to play something better. Wait. Alright, Lord of Atlantis is revealed. So I'm going to choose to not kill anything there. I'm just going to play a land and pass. This counterspell's already dead. Yep. Alright, another silver go, huh? Okay. Relic's frustrating, but there's nothing we can do. Okay. Well. Alright, I'm taking it. Yep, kill it. This gives it Island Walk, which is really frustrating. If we draw Damnation, we're still very much so alive. That's not a Damnation. In fact, that's as far away from a Damnation as you can get. I guess theoretically we can. God darn it. Yeah, this is very unpleasant. Yep. It's surprising they didn't. Yeah, it's surprising they didn't. They got a fucking counterspell. Yeah. Yeah, we just fell too far behind there. I don't know. We don't have enough. I think we need more Damnation type effects. I think that's one of our biggest weaknesses here. Man, this is tough. Like, I'm gonna keep it, but like, very easily gonna turn into a regrettable mistake. We're getting Watery Grave because we have counterspells, and with Double Inquisition, counterspell might actually be relevant in this match. Okay. Taking Tideshaper. They drew a third subtlety. Holy fuck me. Okay. So, yeah, obviously Cavernous Souls means we're never countering anything ever in our lives. Play Harbinger. Yeah, we punted the fuck out of this game. Yeah, we're already pretty much dead here. Yep. Yep. This is on me. Should have mulligan. I figured we'd draw a land in the first 4 turns, but... Alright. Yeah, that's my bad. I punted the fuck out of that game. I really believed we would have drawn a land in the first 5 turns, but... Alas, that's That's not how the magic works sometimes. Alright, we're back in the round 2. Alright, we're back for round number 2. Hopefully with 100% less punting. It's a lot of lands, but I'm going to keep it because we have a peatland, so at least it's kind of like... It's kind of like a, you know, I was going to play Shredder there, but I kind of hold up Counterspell. Oh, 4-color Yorion. Or, it's not Yorion anymore, but 4-color whatever. Sure, bolt me. That's fine. Very surprised to see a bolt there. Okay. Oh, you're gonna bolt me. Okay. That's fine. I'm not ecstatic about it, but Connive. Connive. Alright, well, unfortunately I don't get another counter, but... Okay. That was pretty good. That was a pretty interaction. That was a pretty costly force of negation, though, but it did protect our letter shredder. Timeless Dragon. Okay. I see you, deck. I mean, yeah, this is kind of a fucking problem, right? Yeah. Something good? This is awkward because I get a counter right now. Yep. Still with them getting Archmage's Charm. Yep, I guess I should have held on the land. Yep, that's a game that just bounces and kill us. Okay, so really weird Jeskai control. I guess you're fine. I don't take out Grists. No, that's not good. Let's cut a push. Let's cut a consider, I guess. We need 2 more cuts still. Maybe brutalities aren't where it's at. Let's try that. Honestly, my only complaint about these decks is just, I don't know, they just feel lacking in something. What is that something? I can't really tell you, but they feel lacking in something. Wish I had the answer what that something was, but I don't. Alas. Oh, let's keep that one again. Nope. This one's good. Step back. Yep. Yeah, I don't want a Tarmogoyf. Definitely didn't want double land. But guess that's one of those beggars shouldn't be choosers moments. Yep, opt, sure. Yeah, this is a peculiar situation to find ourselves in. Draw a card. Alright, well, I'm actually quite happy with an Inquisition here. You got a pretty good hand. I think I'd rather take the Charm here, so they have no counter spells. Wandering Emperor is a good one to know about. Into a Colonnade, okay. Yep. Grist. We know Grist resolves. Now, if they're going to double bolt Grist, I'm fine with that happening. I don't see that happening because that's 2 bolts going towards 1 Planeswalker that just feels not worth it. Yeah, so we're going to have to deal with her one way or the other, so we might as well just get rid of her now. Oh, wait, what? Oh, they're going to bolt. I was going to say, I know their hand. I was going to say, I know the exact contents of their hand, so they can't... I guess they could activate this, take it down, but that's a pretty crappy thing to use it for. Yeah. I'm going to go with Kaldra, unfortunately. I can't really beat Kaldra, to be honest. I'd probably bolt to just finish off Grist, to be honest. Well. Now, who says there isn't any luck? I have to get rid of you. Unfortunately. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, you're an 8/8, so you have to be verdicted away. Which will force them to spend the turn verdicting, which is not something we can do anything about. I guess let's look. No harm in looking. Alright, Ottawa. So it's not like the lightning bolt, so it's not one of those things where it's like, oh no, we took so much damage. Yeah, we're gonna take 4 here. Wish we could bounce. I wish you would have listed off all the non-land permanent types rather than non-land, than just saying. Alright, well, I doubt this is going to get anything actually done here. But notably, we do have a faster clock than them now, although they're going to Toa, probably bouncing back our Tarmogoyf. Yeah, instead of Supreme Verdicting, which is suspicious at best. Ah, that's awkward as fuck. Fuck, that's game. Okay, yeah, why fucking waste my time? Seriously, opponent? Just... This is the shit that just pisses me off. Like, why are you doing this? There's no good reason to do this. There's no justifiable reason to do that. Just crack the stupid thing, draw your card. Like, why are you fucking around not doing that? Yeah, this is easy. Declare them attacking and then use Colony to crack the thing, and you pretty much just win the fucking game. Good job. Yep, now they get to tap this Colonnade because it has Vigilance, and then, yep, exile both graveyards. Charmer now becomes a 0/1. And we die. Nice. Yeah, I mean, when you're not playing cards like Archmage Charm, like, I don't know, I feel like we're just missing the weapons to win in the, like, Delver-esque strategy. The problem with us, as opposed to, like, a blue-red or a, like, Grixis Expressive Iteration type deck, is they have Expressive Iteration, they have all these card advantage cards, they have Dragon Rage Channeler that gives you advantage. Like, there's all these cards that they have that gives them super big advantage while cycling through their cards. And we don't have that. We're just missing that. Alright, we're going to play another round. One last round. We'll be back in just a minute. Alright, we're on the play for the final round here. Man, this is awkward. I'm going to keep it, I think. I think it's pretty strong. I think we're gonna go Watery Grave Consider. I was about to say maybe we're not. Yeah, we're definitely gonna Watery Grave Consider here, and Inquisition. As much as I fucking hate to say it, I don't think Inquisition's gonna matter here. I really don't. I think what's going to matter here is that we can kill them before they get to do anything worthwhile. Sadly, depending on what they play here, we're going to have to Murktide, I think. Force pitching Murktide. I'm going to force pitching Murktide. We got 2 counter spells. Maybe we can get a Planeswalker out of their hand to make it a 5 power creature. Fucking kill me. Mine. Okay, it's a duplicate. Ugh. This is so bad. I mean... Okay. I'm gonna go try them, and we're gonna untap. Alright, they got the power plant. No, they got the tower. I think this is worth the risk. If they had a worm coil, like, they just play the worm coil, right? Like, worm coil just beats us bad enough. Okay, yep. Three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine. Well, I think all of a sudden Oblivion Ring is the least of our concerns. Any land and we lose. I wish more than anything else we had. Let's go consider. Fuck. Here comes Ulamog number 1. Well, I mean, we can't do anything about them getting rid of our cards. So this is where we're at. Another Snapcaster for a Thoughtseize wouldn't be bad. Instead, we just lose because we can't deal with Ulamog. Ego. Ashiok. Borrower out. Grist's out. Push is out. Actually, fuck. Okay, never mind. I was saying I think Grist is better than Push in general. But forget it. Hesitant, but I'm keeping it. Hopefully, the turn 1 Thoughtseize will be enough to get us to a turn 2 Turn 3 Ashiok. That'll shut them off and be able to find their Tron pieces. A mold of 6. Sphere Star, Great Creator. It's a Great Creator because it's something they can play right away. Even if we do manage to stop them from getting 2 Tron. Consider. Graveyard. Okay. Draw a card we don't really want, but it's fine. Well, I mean, they drew a power plant, which fucking sucks, but... We also have Assassin's Trophies and cards like that. That could be good. Opponent appears to be deep in the tank here, thinking... I mean, typically it's better... I mean, obviously if they have... Honestly, I don't know what they could be thinking about here. If they have Sylvan Scrying, like if they have Ancient Stirrings, you just do it. If you have Sylvan Scrying, you have to wait till next turn. You can't do it this turn no matter what you do. If it's not Sylvan Scrying and not Ancient Stirrings, like, you've seen my Counterspell Suite, so you know you need to play it while you think you have a chance. And theoretically, you have just as much a chance now, or you have more of a chance now than as if you would giving me another draw step. So... yeah. We hit a Mine, a Wormcoil, and an Ugin. So that doesn't mean they only have 3 Mines left in the deck, which is nice. Oh, and I got nothing going on right now, unfortunately. Very peculiar time, unless you're gonna... yeah, that's a weird time to do that. Okay. Well, that's another tower down. That's a frustrating one. But they can still search their library or their sideboard for cards. I'm really hoping to draw Assassin's Trophy here. If we could kill this and then... Fuck. What's Thoughtseize, I guess? Oof. Just take the Rag Tusk. All this is bad. Like, obviously, if they hit Tron, we're just, like, fucked, right? No matter what. I don't really see them getting Pithing Needle. Okay. That was not what you meant to do. That was... Alright, we got a second chance to trophy this. 3, 4, 5. Well. I mean... Damn, still no mines, huh? Alright, they're down to 30 cards. Oh. They have Karn the Great Creator, or Lacan Liberated now. Which will almost certainly get rid of Murktide Regent. Again, Assassin's Trophy or something like it would be fucking fantastic. Except the fact that none of those cards exist in this fucking deck, apparently. Come on. I'm so tired of this. I know they're just gonna exile it with Karn the Great or Karn Liberated, or use Karn Great Creator to do their thing. Like 1 mine, 2 mine down. Oh yeah, I know that's game, but we tried. We gave it our best. Yeah, I mean, I just don't know what the fuck to say about this, to be honest. Oh, they're gonna exile a card from our hand. Okay, cool. Yeah, this goes this card to remove this, and they win. Literally that simple. Man, this is a tough one. We just drew so terribly. Yeah, we drew 4 spells. I'm surprised we didn't get liquid metal coating. Could have metal coating this during the start of the turn, and then it's weird. Yeah, we'll save us all some time. So the first match, I cost us the game, but the other two were both really rough. Tron is always going to be a tough matchup. I think the only way we really make that Tron matchup better, honestly, like playing Spreading Seas. I don't think Unmordigo and Ashiok are good against Tron. At least not in the way that Spreading Seas is good against them. As far as the rest of our deck goes, I don't know. Like, if I'm being honest, I feel like we got to choose a route. Either we play discard and we play more interactive game, or we cut. We cut at least these 9 and find new cards to play. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe we can cut consider. Maybe consider's not even good enough. Maybe we find 13 new cards to play in the deck in place of this stuff. Or maybe we can cut those for Archmage's Charm. I don't know. The cards I'm happy with are Ledger Shredder's great. I'm happy with Tarmogoyf. I'm happy with Counterspells. And Fatal Push is the best removal spell we have at 1 mana, and we have Mercari Regents, which are great, and Assassin's Trophies. Honestly, these 20 cards I am incredibly happy with, and I like them. Snapcasters, I always love playing Snapcaster in a deck that wants to play spells, which Murktide and Ledger Shredder both want us to do. As far as the rest of the deck, though, not... The problem is I like most of these cards. Like, the only card out of these 16 I don't like playing is Brazen Borrower. Every other card I like playing. I just don't know if it's good enough, you know? But anyway, I digress for now. Anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Anthony, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. What do you guys think? You know, I think back to that Sultai Loam list with Urza Saga that we tried out a long time ago. I think that deck was like the best Sultai version we've tried. I think Urza Saga is a card that just like makes decks that struggle like okay, and that made our deck okay with Life and Loam being able to constantly recur it. I think that was a cool little techie technique. Also, we could play other utility lands such as our, you know, Peatland. We could play like Field of Ruins, Ghost Quarters, so we have to start tearing people's lands apart. I don't know. I'm not sure. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.